Hi guys, it's Jo here and I work as a school-based counsellor. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. It's a space that's dedicated to promote professional videos for teenagers, all about promoting good mental health. This week, it's all about celebrating Mental Health Awareness Week. And with that, there's the theme of loneliness. Loneliness can be a really powerful emotion. The thing is though, even though we all have mental health, we all have it, having poor mental health can actually make us feel as if we want to be on our own. It can actually make us feel as if it's better to isolate ourselves and not to be a hindrance on other people. But equally, the other side of what kind of it causes this vicious circle is that sometimes those people that have and struggle with loneliness can actually trigger and impact their mental health and kind of create this poor mental health. So before we know it, sometimes it's just making life even harder when we're feeling more and more lonely. So let's just recognize the difference between loneliness and you've also got alone. Now, the thing is with loneliness is that it can often feel as if we isolate ourselves from other people because we feel maybe that they don't want to be with us, or that we're not good enough, or that we're boring, or that we've got nothing to give. So sometimes what happens is this feeling of lonely can really take over. Now, there may be the most popular kid on the school playground, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't experience those moments of loneliness. The other side you've got is that feeling of alone. Now, that feeling of alone is almost more of a choice. It's almost about finding calm. It's about enjoying our own company. And I do think actually, that as you get older, you get to enjoy and appreciate your own company more, that actually we welcome those moments that we can feel and be alone. But let's look at steps that you can do to better help yourself if you are feeling lonely. We do have to remember that we have lived in a time of a pandemic where within that time we were having to stay at home, we were restricted with seeing our friends and family, we had to learn from being at home, and that we didn't have the experience of seeing our friends, our family, our loved ones as much as we wanted to. Therefore, even though the world has reopened, for some of us it may be really hard, because what we've experienced is actually a couple of years of almost feeling and enjoying that sense of being able to escape from the world and to hide. The thing is though, that's not what life is about, and sometimes what I need us to do is I need us to recognise that where we were, certainly with the pandemic and the lockdowns, is not where we are now. So let's look at the way of you feeling less lonely and more connected. And one of my steps would be, I'd like you to go through your phone book on your phone, and I would like you to look at your old contacts. And I would like you to see, is there any friends that you've just lost contact with? And if they are, then maybe consider about just kind of making contact with them. However, before you do that, I want you to just ask yourself that friendship that you had or you have that you've just not been in touch with as much, just double check that there's somebody that, when you have hung around with them in the past, that they've brought you happiness, that they've made you feel motivated, they've made you feel good, they've made you feel kind of inspired. Because in life, I want us to make sure that we're hanging around with good people that make us feel good, okay? So if you have lost touch with any of those friends, then maybe what you could do is you could just look at kind of reigniting them and making contact. A step would be to actually step outside your comfort zone and join a new club, whether that's at school or outside of school. It's about maybe looking at something that you'd like to learn, a new hobby. And it's actually about sometimes being really brave and just being able to kind of have the opportunity to meet new people. If we are going to stay in our comfort zone, and our comfort zone is an amazing place, it's warm, it's sunny, it's cozy, it's familiar. The problem is we will stay stuck. And if you're somebody that's struggling with that loneliness, then you are somebody that is going to continue to feel lonely. So look outside, look at what's available, and maybe put yourself out there for learning something new and meeting some new people. Another one is about volunteering your time. Now, that can be maybe in school or outside school, but what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to kind of put yourself in a position where you can give your time to help somebody else. So not only is it going to make you feel good because you're helping somebody else, but actually it will be helping somebody else. The thing is though, with that volunteering, is that it will allow you to meet new people. And with that could be at school, that could be helping with the younger ones, that could be maybe seeing if there's any new club that you could start. But it's about volunteering, and it's about getting out there to meet new people. Another step, and trust me, this is a big one here, is about learning to talk about your feelings. Now, I understand that there's people out there that are going to be prepared to listen, and that there are people out there that are like, man up, stop being a snowflake, grow a pair, stop being pathetic. But actually what I'm asking you to do is, I'm asking you, once you do find those friends, or once you do find that trusted adult, maybe at school or within your family, to actually allow yourself to be open and honest with them. Because sometimes just having that trusted adult that we can talk to can be really, really beneficial. So it's about you explaining and talking about your feelings and allowing yourself to open up a little bit more too. And my last step is about small talk. Stick with me here. What I'm asking you to do is, I'm asking you to embrace small talk. Small talk is a brilliant, brilliant thing because you don't know where it's going to lead. And whether that is you in class with a new seating plan, whether that's you in the school canteen, whether that's at the shop, it's just about that small talk, okay, with somebody else. And with that, it's about talking about the weather. It might be even about your football team, about your favourite sport. It might even be of what lessons you hate at school. Because what we can do from that small talk is that we can actually see where that could go, because that could be the start of something really big and really great. I didn't meet one of my current best true friends until I was in year 11. So it's just about embracing that small talk and allowing yourself to meet new people. So there you have it. There's some steps to hopefully just work towards you feeling less lonely. Don't forget that there's all those charities and organisations in the description box below. So there's details of who you can contact if you need anybody. And just recognising that it's not weak to speak, and that actually if you were to open up and be honest about how you're feeling, actually you never know, that might encourage and motivate somebody else to do the same. So let's just get talking. Enjoyed this opportunity where together we can actually boost the awareness of mental health and reduce the stigma. Stay awesome, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. See you later.